Oh, hey, and the quarantine is off. So that means I can pretty much explore all the rooms. Okay. So what's in here? Plasma room. Plasma energy. I've heard people argue that this game is kind of like everything wrong with horror. But everything I've seen so far is just like, well, I think this is what just a lot of people find scary. Just incredible intensity all the time. I don't really like the idea of people saying just like, this isn't what true horror is. Well, the thing is, it might just be that this isn't what's truly horrifying to you. You know, what does it say that...
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
Well, that's what worries me.
Yeah, what does it say that some people just...
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious. Breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kind so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
I'm liking this lighting adjustment. I think that the point I was trying to say was something along the lines of like, what does it say that somebody who has to play all video games all the time may have a differing view of what horror should be, or movies. Great, so now babies have guns. Lovely. Although I will say that this kind of exceeding loudness isn't that scary to me. I'll appreciate the fact that I'm not gonna like despise people for finding things scary that I don't, because I find things scary that other people don't. Babies. Okay. Oh, what the hey? Whoa, hey. Sir, no hugs. Yo, that's fucking gold. Holy crap. Field goal. Alright. What the hey is this? Cargo lift. Up. Oh, fuck. I have to fire without stasis because they're too fast for me to hit stasis on. Oh. So it's their tentacles that are counting as their... Hold on. Or is it their tiny ass limbs that count? Hold on, sir. Sir. It's like, what did you do today? Oh, I splattered some babies. I think I tried to, like, start the topic of, oh, it's like, well, who are you to say, like, what people find scary when it's just your taste you can judge? What the fuck? Holy crap, did you see that lag? Jesus, grandmas. Holy moly. Thermite. There goes. You know, you need a lot...
Alright, That thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shark pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Sweet. Power node. Yeah. And also, like, I think a lot of people forget that when people go to horror movies, they don't always go to just have some, like, horror, like, I think when, like, the more uppity crowds of horror want horror, they want something that'll stick with them all the time. And I'm not sure if that's what people really want. Because a lot of times people have enough problems. They don't need another... Oh, hey, I'm back here. They don't need something that is just gonna cause them to lose even more sleep. They just want to have fun in a safe place. Who knows? Maybe when something just becomes a job, the people might tend to lose sight of the very idea of just going to something for having fun, as opposed to just going to something, as opposed to the idea of going to something for some sort of profound effect. After all, if they have regular lives in which to have profound moments, do they really need it in their movies? Or in their games? Who knows? I'm not against the idea of profound moments or even uppity horrors. Or uppity style horrors. It's just a bit strange when the mentality seems to be this should be the standard. When I don't really think there should be a standard for horror. What the hell was that? I think once any horror or any like big time experience has become just this is how it's gonna be most of the time, it sort of loses anything that may be special to it or drew its initial audience. Like when you see something once something is unique and it's no longer unique, it just kind of loses sight of what made it special to begin with. What the hey? Oh, okay. Who knows? Or maybe it's just the effect of this was mine, but I can see it's everyone else's, so it feels less like it's mine. Let's see. What the fuck? You gotta be shitting me. God damn it. Okay, so what just happened is that the game crashed. I found out that apparently that Dead Space has kind of problems with game pads. And an issue I had was that, and the problem, or the cause, was that I had my PS3 controller also plugged in. Which was a bit unnecessary anyway, as I'm not using it. I may or may not have more items than I normally would have. So, let's see how good or bad this is. I don't think I need any extra items at the moment. Or I don't need any extra weapons. I'm actually really fine with what I've got. And I got 2 nodes in this case. I might have picked up one extra that I didn't have before. But yeah, I don't need to buy anything yet. And I believe that the bald guy told me that I have to come over here and get the other half of the thermite bomb. Okay. Parastasis. And my mic is not in the right place. Holy crap, it really isn't in the right place. Okay. Now, hopefully I will sound a little bit clearer. By the way, I didn't notice this. And this is how you're supposed to read the text logs. Medical log. Dr. Warwick B., Chief Psychological Officer. Report of psychiatric observation. Patient Harris B. Employee... I'm not reading all that. Harris is asleep. Another strong sedative. Oh, Harris is asleep after another strong sedative. He seems to literally unable to sleep without chemical aid. Most people succumb to exhaustion after 50+ hours of waking, regardless of any desire to stay awake. Not Harris. His explanation of events on the colony is also odd, and points to the same paranoia we've seen elsewhere planetside. His guilt is not in doubt. 2 planetside security officers were present when he took Dr. Ciarlo hostage and murdered Nurse Evans, and he doesn't deny his actions, but he insists there was no crime, nor does he feel guilt. This is classic sociopathic behavior, but Harris exhibits no other symptoms. He is affable and friendly, able to empathize and offer original opinions. When questioned about the murder, however, he becomes withdrawn and intransigent, displaying schizophrenic behavior. He also undergoes intermittent hallucinatory periods, again similar to those experienced by other colonists. Harris claims that he threatened the doctor because he had to stop the dreams and the faces. Harris claims that he threatened the doctor because he had to stop the dreams and the faces, and that he'll kill again to make it whole again. What that means, I haven't determined yet. A most intriguing case. Okay, so that's where the databases are. Oh, I'll go from Resident Evil 2 to this game, so I have another bit of... another game where I have to start reading aloud. And that was story time with Carlito N.S.P. So let's see what rig upgrades I can get. Oh yeah, this is what... Okay, so... the way the rig works is kind of weird. I have to, each one of these I have to fill with a node. So this is a long-term build if I want even 1 HP. I gotta get 3 before I can get even here. Alright, I gotta get 4 to get even here. Now I'd have to start... oh wait, no, I could start here and then just not get air, but then... let's see. At this point in my health, it really isn't that big of a deal. So I'm gonna see what... oh, all the trees work like this. Wow. Well, even finding items is a nightmare, so going for capacity doesn't make sense. Reload speed kind of makes sense, but I'm not that slow. Speed also doesn't make that much sense. Going for capacity, again, doesn't make that much sense. Huh. Jeez. None of these make that much sense. My range? I don't even fire this thing that far. Oh, for kinesis. Never mind. I thought that was for the stasis. Jesus. Wow. These are all long-term investments, so I have to plan this out. This weapon so far seems to be... actually, I think probably rig will end up being the most important, so I think I'm going to have to put in 2 notes here, which is really lame because I basically don't get an upgrade. I'm just going straight for health. But whatever. I guess this is all the thing about long-term build. Anyway, what I didn't realize until I replayed this to get back up to here after my game crashed was that you could pick this up. And no, I didn't look that up. I actually did just figure that out. I was like, hey, I can't move that. Is that a sign that I can lift it? And I was like, yes. Sweet. So now I can go into here. Okay, is there a guy in here? Okay, I take it that once I come back in here, that's where he'll come out. What the hey? Okay, so it's the other... what the heck? Oh! I see. That's kind of cool, actually. So he didn't come out of there. That is hilarious. Sweet. I'm being very efficient here. I'm getting everybody... I'm killing these guys in about 4 attacks each. And that's pretty dang efficient. If I can get it at the correct angle, I should be able to actually do it in 2 hits, which is amazing. Okay, now where to?